Hello, welcome back to another not Marvel Champions Lord of the Rings live stream. Today we are taking on the encounter at Amon, and I need to fix this because I need to see everything. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're all set. We are taking on the encounter at Amon in our progression series, meaning that we are playing with the cards that are only available up until this pack. And let's go. Let's go. Hey, Beast Snow, how's it going? Happy to have you here. Also, so real quick, if you are on Twitch or if you're on YouTube, let me know. So I did this like a little bit further up view for the table. Gives me a lot more space to work with. And so I did this because I recorded, and probably next week, I'm trying to still figure out when I can edit it, but I did like the intro version to Marvel Champions where I went through the first game and all of that. I did that with Lord of the Rings to try and help with some of the complex interactions and everything. And because I was playing two-handed, I went up, and then I was like, you know what? This gives me a lot more space, but I'm not quite sure what the detail on the cards are. So let me know if you like this, like the more space, or the tighter but maybe a little bit more crisp on the cards look, because I may try and post like a poll or something with pictures of both of them, because I know it's kind of hard to remember, but like what they both look like without looking at them side by side. But yeah, I was like, oh, I mean, I have a lot of room because I was running into a lot of like cramped space when I was playing Lord of the Rings, and so this kind of fixes it. But people don't like it, I won't keep it. But anyways, okay, so the encounter at Amon is considered probably the easiest scenario out there. And so what we're doing today is we are taking this on with some heroes that I have not tried before, and one hero that I have, but is just, I don't like, and is not very good. And so that was kind of fun. One thing I will say, I'm very glad I did this because I was not expecting one of these heroes. This one specifically right here, which we'll reveal last, is absolutely really good. But I probably would have never played with them, and now I am, and he's gonna be back in my rotation, so I'm excited for that. B Holland, I like it like this. I generally know what the cards are, and like a less crowded table. Okay, yeah, that's good to know. And the other thing that was kind of going through my head, and I usually only really run into this with Arkham and with Lord of the Rings, with the crowded table. Like with Arkham, I already do the elevated camera, and with Lord of the Rings, I'm at the point in my progression playthrough where I think a lot of people probably know what the cards are, and so so maybe they don't need to be super tight so that we can see all the text and everything, because I'm a couple cycles in. So I think anyone who's still with me on this journey either knows or has an idea of what the cards do. So but yeah, so I'm calling it the rookies. So the first one is the hero that I've played before, and that's Eleanor. So she comes from the core set, and she has a starting threat of 7. She's a 1/2 or 1/1/2/3 hero, and as an action, we can exhaust her to negate the effects of a win revealed on a treachery and resolve another one. I really don't think that's a good ability, but the whole idea is that we're gonna try some new things. We're gonna see how it goes. And so Eleanor hit the table again. The next one is our leadership is Balin. Balin has not seen any play on this channel yet. He's a 9 threat. He's a 2/1/2/4, and you can pay 1 resource to mitigate a shadow effect that was just triggered. And so we actually have a lot of mitigation on the table with Eleanor and Balin, and so that's kind of fun. Like, but they're just not good heroes. but it was kind of nice. And then this last hero is the one that is way better than I actually thought he was, and I almost feel a little bit embarrassed saying this because like I was looking up tier lists and he's like always like A+, and that's Boromir. Boromir is like way better than I thought. So he's a 11 threat hero. He's a 1/3/2/5, and he has an action to raise your threat by 1 to ready Boromir once per phase. So I like kind of glance over this because he has a secondary action that is discard Boromir to deal 2 damage to each enemy engaged with a single player. So Boromir, his effect to ready has come in so clutch, especially because he has to kind of shore up the weaknesses of his teammates over here. So Boromir is just really good, especially because he can defend and attack in the same phase, because it's once per phase you can ready him up and everything. So Boromir is way better. I always kind of thought that this 11 was being driven by having the 2 actions, and the secondary action of discarding Boromir to do 2 damage is very, very, very situationally useful. Typically I don't want to try and kill my heroes, but what I have found is, like, maybe we have this guy out here with 5 damage, we can discard Boromir, kill Gulat, who we need to kill in order to progress in, or to win, to end the game actually. And so that could be a time to do it. I'm just typically not looking to do that action until the very end. And again, this is the first time I played him. I only played him in a couple of games, so I may be wrong in thinking about that's how you're supposed to play Boromir, but he could be kind of like that get out of jail free card. But Boromir being able to ready and go is awesome, especially now that we have the Gondorian shield. And yes, I do know it's Gondorian, or yeah. I have to like look at it. It's like, it's so ingrained in my mind that it's Gondorian. So the Gondorian shield, so +2 defense. So now he's defending at a 4. He can ready by raising your threat and go up to and swing back at a 3. Excellent. You attack on a Celebrian stone, so now he's questing at, he's a 3/3/4 once both of these attachments are on there. And then we got Protector of Lorien, which this deck does not have an insane amount of card draw. So the Protector of Lorien can be a trap, I think, but it does get you out of a sticky situation. So you can discard cards with Protector of Lorien to give yourself either +1 willpower or +1 defense until the end of the phase. So that can help you quest a lot. And then also these can go over here on whomever they better fit. B. Holland, for the most part, hero threat cost equals the sum of their stats and HP. There's no 6, 7. That just blew my mind. I don't know how I've never noticed that before. That's incredible. Of course it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's a fun revelation to find out. Cool. Well, thank you for that. That's cool. I just never thought about that. Interesting. There you go. Alrighty, so the deck build, it looks like Steward of Gondor. So this deck is a very heavy spirit deck, and so Steward of Gondor gets placed on Eleanor, or we do have a good number of leadership cards in here as well. So if we are able to throw a Song of Travel on Balin first, then the Steward of Gondor then does transition over to Balin, depending on what order we draw them in. But the deck is heavy spirit, so either way we're putting it on a spirit hero. It just kind of depends on if we get a second spirit hero out there before we draw into the steward. We got the sneak attacks, and then this entire scenario is all about, there's a lot of locations in here, and we're trying to rescue these villagers. It's a really interesting scenario. I do think that they set it up and it's a fun, interesting scenario, but we do have a couple of things to help with those locations. So Snowborn, let's see, we got Northern Trackers, got 2 of those. I don't remember if I cut the Lorien guides, but these help with the locations, clearing them out, because if we are able to explore locations, the villagers on those locations become rescued. If we don't, then they become dead, and we don't like dead villagers. So that's kind of the idea. We got Gandalf's, we got Stargazer to kind of help us with what we are drawing into. That's going to help us kind of mitigate and offset not having a lore hero on the table. 3 Gondorian Spearmans to help with some major attacks coming in. They're going to be our blockers. We got Arwen, we got Faramir. 2 copies of Stand and Fight. Stand and Fight actually works really well with the Gondorian Spearmans as well as the Snowborn Scouts in this scenario. So I'm not necessarily trying to like kill off my Northern Trackers and bring them back with Stand and Fights, but Snowborn Scouts can help ping a location or get the Gondorians to get them out there and be dealing some more damage. 3 Ancient Maidens again for the card draw. And Strength of Will. Okay, so this is another funny story. So I was filming the first game for Lord of the Rings, so like the tutorial type game, and I was using the recommended deck list and everything, and so I was using the Spirit and Leadership deck, and Strength of Will popped up. I was like, I don't know what that card is. Like I don't know what that card is. I found it. I didn't have a copy in my binder, and if I don't have a copy in my binder, I'm not gonna see it. I just like, this is a new card for me. It's been in the core set. I've had it forever, but like I just forgot to put a copy in my binder or something. And so Strength of Will, I think it's an okay card. It works fairly well with Eleanor, but I'm just like, I'm gonna run it because I haven't ever run it before. Let's try it. So Strength of Will says that as a response, after you travel to a location, we can exhaust a spirit character, which could be a ally. So that's nice, to place 2 progress tokens on that location. Typically what I find myself doing is exhausting Eleanor because I want her to be ready in case I need to cancel one of those treacheries. And if we don't pull a treachery and we are traveling, then I can then exhaust Eleanor and place 2 progress tokens on that location. The Unexpected Courage is also there for Eleanor, so she can ready and quest in the same time. So we've got the Gondorian Discipline. So cancel up to 2 points of damage just dealt to a Gondor character. So that helps with Eleanor and Boromir, as well as if we do get that Song of Travel for Balin first, then he gets to, we get to cancel some there. No, I'm looking, just making sure. Yeah. I had Faramir in here, right? Yeah, Faramir is in there. Panic there for a second. So Balin becomes a Gondor character if we do throw a steward on him. So Gondorian Discipline helps with all of that. Feint, just in case we need it. We got 2 Hasty Strokes, 3 Test of Wills, 3 Galadriels, and 2 Dwarven Tombs. Really, those Dwarven Tombs are going to be grabbing the Galadriel Greeting because with Boromir's ability, we're going to be raising our threat pretty significantly. Or pretty frequently, I guess is the better way to say that. And so having the Galadriels to bring that threat down a little bit is nice. But now I'm also really excited to run Boromir with some Noldor characters and be able to run Elrond's Council, because I feel like that's going to be like just a really solid way to mitigate threat and keep threat down. And I'm just like excited to build a couple more decks around Boromir. Especially now that he is Gondor, so that does open up a couple of new cards that we have. We have a lot of cards that are starting to play off the Gondor trait, and so I'm excited to build a Gondor deck at some points in my life. I almost did it for here because of Eleanor, but I was like, you know what, let's continue on and just play with heroes that we haven't played a ton of before. Also, in my video that I did, where am I going to go? Right there. In my video that I did yesterday with the first game and everything, I learned that in this game you do all of the mulligans before you do the setup for the scenario. So that very rarely matters, but it could matter if, like in this scenario, you reveal a card from the encounter deck that could influence your mulligan. So just kind of interesting. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing great. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Good afternoon. Hey Sam, how's it going? Happy to have you here. Okay, let's see what 1A is going to bring us. Savagery of the Orcs. Emerging from the Dunedain forest with news of the conspirators' demise, you begin to journey into Minas Tirith. As you wake up the following day, you see dark plumes of smoke rising across the lands of the Anorian. Set Gelot aside out of play, put Lord Alcaron into play. Make Burning Farmhouse the active location, and add the rescue villagers and the dead villagers objective to the staging area. Then shuffle the encounter deck and reveal 1 card per encounter player and add it to the staging area. Beast Snow is working and not playing games. Boo! Oh no, I'm sorry. Hopefully you get to play some games soon. Maybe afterward. B. Holland doing well, working on an Arkham deck while you're watching and getting ready for Scarlet Keys. Scarlet Keys, is that coming out on Friday? I think Scarlet Keys is coming out pretty soon, but I don't. I'm less aware of the release schedule for Arkham than I probably should be. I probably will do Scarlet Keys next. So after Meg and I finish up Dunwich, then I'm pretty sure I will dive into a Scarlet Keys. I feel like 18th in the US Marvel stuff. Oh, that's right. I'm so bummed. I'm not gonna be able to stream on Friday, and so so I'm not gonna get to do Marvel stuff until either Monday or Tuesday. I still have to figure out when I'm getting back on Monday, but I'm so pumped. We're gonna do Wolverine. Well, it looks like I put it up to the community to figure out what we wanted to start on, and so I think Wolverine won that Wolverine Hero Spotlight. Dive into Wolverine. So then the 18th, nice. That's exciting. A lot of cool stuff. Okay, so villagers in this scenario, a lot of these are, I think actually all of the locations have villagers on them. I meant to grab dice. Because I run out of money. But so like this card says villagers 4 on it. Ooh, let's see if we can get it to focus. Villagers 4. So we place 4 villagers on it. As a forced effect, at the end of each round, discard one villager from Burning Farmhouse. Rescued villagers says if a location leaves play as an explored location, move any villager tokens from that location to rescued villagers. And then at the end of the game, if there are more villagers tokens here than on damaged tokens on dead villagers, players have won. So we don't care how many die as long as we save more. And then the dead villager says that if a villager token is discarded from a location, objective, or stage quest, place a damage token on dead villagers. So villagers will be dying. We just have to save more than die. So like this one, when it says it gets discarded at the end of the round, then it gets discarded and gets placed on dead villagers, taking up that toll. Lord Alcaron. So the first player gains control of Lord Alcaron. He's a 1/2/2/3 hero. So it's a pretty cool, pretty solid ally. First player gains control, which is going to be me because I'm selfish here. After a villager token is discarded, we can exhaust Lord Alcaron to place that villager token on a location instead. So instead of, like here, instead of discarding it, we could just have it be placed back on this location. Or more often than not, I'm going to probably put it on a location that is not the one that kills him every single round. Then if he loses play, we lose the game, so we're just going to not let him die. It is an interesting mechanic. It's kind of fun. I wish it was a little bit tighter. Usually my rescue villagers are just like 2 to 3x the dead villagers, because there just aren't enough ways to kill villagers, I don't think. But so first off, we have to do our mulligan. So we get 6 cards. Come on, we're looking for Steward. We're looking for Gondolian Shield. Oh, there's our Gondolian Shield. There's a Galadriel's Greeting. I like that. We got Stargazer, Hasty Stroke, Unexpected Courage, and a Northern Tracker. I feel like we need Steward in here. We don't have any of our card draw. So we don't have a Gandalf. We don't have a Ancient Mappin. So we're probably mulliganing this just because I can't take the risk that the Steward is at the very bottom. Let's see what we would have gotten. We would have gotten a Sneak Attack. So let's see what we got. Shuffle all of this back in. I think so. I was seeing on the Lord of the Rings subreddit that we're getting ready to be close to having another release for another repackaging announcement. So that's pretty exciting. We're wondering if it's going to either be Fellowship or not Fellowship. They just announced Fellowship. It's going to be Two Towers, or if it's going to be something else. So, alrighty, we're stuck with this. Let's hope we got a Song of Travel. Okay, so Song of Travel is really good here. We got the Sleebrian Stone. We got a Test of Will. We got a Steward of Gondor. We got a Northern Tracker. We got a Stand and Fight. Let's go. Like that. I feel like when I'm on stream, my mulligans always work out. You need to buy Fellowship. They are releasing cards so quickly. Yeah, I think Fellowship is out. I do think that it is out. I have not played it, but I'm I am going to do a poll on if I should dive into Fellowship after we do the Against the Shadow. Yeah, the Against the Shadow cycle, or if we dive into Lost Realm or Voice of Isengard. So I'm going to let the community decide on that. You almost bought it 48 times. Nice. Also, yes, if we do win, which if we don't win, I need to reevaluate myself. But if we do win, we are going to be able to open up Assault on Osgiliath today and take a look at some of those player cards. Fellowship with all the Hobbit cards is, oh my, I want Hobbits. I want Hobbits so bad. I made that. No, I'm still going to let the community decide, but I do want Hobbits, especially after seeing Pippin last week, and Pippin's just tough. Alrighty, okay. We get to draw one more card, which is Strength of Will. So what our goal is here is we're probably going to throw a Song of Travel onto Balin, and then Steward of Gondor onto Balin next turn, and then that opens up just a lot of options for us. So let's go ahead and pass out the money. 1, 2, 3. And then actually before we see all that, we do go here. Okay, so it's another burning farmhouse. Excellent. Love that for us. Just have all of the burning villagers. I know you do it for the stream, but I don't know how you don't have the patience to not open those packs immediately after buying them. It is tough. It is tough. Sam, I'm currently playing through the Fellowship, and they have one of the most interesting mechanics you've seen so far. Well, that's intriguing. Huh. Okay. Alrighty. I like that. I like the idea of that. That's cool. Okay, so there's nothing that really takes resources from us in this scenario, so we don't have to rush and get some of these attachments down. I guess really the only thing is we need the Test of Will. We'll use Boromir's resource to throw Song of Travel on. Steward of Gondor gets played next turn. I feel like we're probably pretty fine just hanging on to whatever we got here. Okay, let's do it. So we're looking at a 1. We're going to quest for 2, 3. It's bad. The questing is bad. We do have a Test of Will, so let's go 4 with Eleanor, and then we can cancel a Treachery if it is super bad. We can ready Boromir and defend if we need to. We are at 27, which means that there are a couple of things that will engage us, and I think there's one that engages us at 28, so it'd be nice to not raise our threat here. So 4, and then we'll keep Lord Alcaron. So 4, flip into a 3. This engages us at 30. When Orc engages a player, deal 1 shadow card to each enemy engaged with that player. And it is a 3/3/2. So it's a nasty, nasty guy up there. Stop selling, Sam. Beast knows poor. Nice. Okay, so if we engage the Orc, he's going to be attacking us for a lot. I don't want to engage the Orc. Okay, so we're gonna avoid engaging the Orc. We'll discard, add 2 dead villagers, and then we'll be at where we unexhaust and raise our threat. Top of the round. Draw into, oh, let's go, Ancient Matin. Let's go. Pass out some money. So let's go ahead and spend 1 to play Song of Travel on Balin. I have so much room. This is insane. I have so much room. I'm usually trying to make sure everything fits. I don't even have to do that. We'll spend 2 to play Steward of Gondor on Balin, and we'll use Steward of Gondor to go ahead and give Balin his 2 resources back. We could drop a Northern Tracker, but I'm thinking instead of dropping the Northern Tracker, we probably want to hang on to the money for a Test of Will. So we can spend 2 resources here to play a Sleevrian Stone on Boromir. So now he's questing for 3. And let's go ahead and grab 1 for an Ancient Matin here. Where did you get that huge playmat? This is from Etsy. It is... I'm not going to remember the name of it. Don't talk about it. He gloats and won't give it to me. It's incredible. I love it. It's amazing. I wish they put their logo on it. I need to consolidate a list of all of my upgrades. But it's a very nice. It's very thick, really high quality. Are you in the Discord, Sam? If not, you should definitely join. But I'll drop the link to what playmat I use in the Discord later, because I like it. Also, it was really funny. I forgot. I think it was Istari pointed out that like there were a couple spelling errors. I think it was the sire is Fagorn here without the N. There's a couple of them. So like I sent it to them. I was like, hey, like just so you know, like I'm okay. And they're like, I'm so sorry. And they sent out a brand new one to me. It was great. So they're really great company. I would recommend supporting them. Just have had really good interactions with them. Okay, so we're good. We are now questing. Let's go ahead and quest for 3, 5. Oh my goodness. So if we go 5, that's enough to kill the orc. So I'm wondering, I feel like we probably could survive an attack of 3 plus 2 shadow cards. So we'll quest for 5. We're showing 4. We're gonna flip into Doomed 2. Discard 1 villager from the active location for each player in the game. Okay. So dead villagers increase. Doom 2, we increase our threat by 2. So even if we didn't want to, we do have to engage this guy now. So he's going to come and engage us. When he engages, we deal a shadow card. And then he's going to attack. We're going to raise our threat to Ready Boromir. And then we're going to defend. Or we did that earlier. We did that during a different phase. We're going to defend with Boromir for 2. He's attacking for 3. No shadow effect. Huge. So Boromir takes 1 damage. We will raise our threat to Ready Boromir, and we'll swing for 3, 5 to kill here. At the end of the round, we will ready, remove, and kill villagers. I'd never flip this over. So in a smoldering village near Amon Din, you find none other than the tired Lord Alcaran. Pleased to see you, he requests your assistance in protecting the villagers. So this has 5 villagers. Whenever progress be placed on savagery of the orcs, move an additional number of villager tokens from this quest onto rescued villagers instead. So this comes with 5, and then so we have a buffer of 5. Oh, hey, perfect. Thank you so very much. Yes. Yeah. Steward of Gondor, I love you. You make my life so much easier. It is so true, though, isn't it? Steward of Gondor is fire. And thank you, Janet. At the end of the round, we raise our threat. We're up to 33. I want to Gladrians at this point. Pass out some money. Draw a card. Oh, it's another Ancient Matin. Let's go. Let's just draw all the cards. Let's draw every single card we have. We'll spend 1 from Eleanor to play a second copy of Ancient Matin there. Actually, you know what? We may not do that. We may instead spend 2, 4. This is just a 1. And throw Northern Tracker out there. And then we can hopefully grab in or draw into oh, we'll have another Ancient Matin here, but I want to keep this resource for a test of will. Okay, so we've got 1. we'll place 1 progress here. 3, 5. No, 6. 6. Sorry, this gives me +2. 6, we're showing 1. We have Eleanor to exhaust if we want. Actually, I'm probably going to use Eleanor to exhaust and play Strength of Will to place 2 progress tokens here. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go 6. We're showing 1. Flip into a 2. So this is engages at 25. After Marauding Orc attacks and destroys a character, place 1 damage token on dead villagers. He's a 4 attack. Gross. Okay, so we quested for 6. We're showing 3, so we placed 3, which means that we're going to lose our last token here, which is sad. Okay, engagement phase. This guy's going to come down. Attack him for 4. We do have a cancel with Balin with the shadow effect. I guess in the engagement phase, we'll spend 1 to ready. We'll increase our threat to ready. This is quite the massacre, right? Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. But we have 5 damage coming in hot here. So we're actually just gonna defend with Eleanor. So it's gonna be 4. Attacking enemy gets +1, so that would kill Eleanor. We will spend a resource from Balin to cancel a shadow effect and deal him a different one. Defending player raises threat by 1 for each token on dead villagers. Ugh. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Eleanor takes 2. And then we'll swing and kill this guy. Okay. So we'll stand up, increase our threat. Our threat is getting to be a bit of an issue. We need a Galadriel's, and that would help us a lot. Let's pass out some money. We're at 40 threat. That's actually way worse than I thought. Let's draw into a feint. That helps. We will go ahead at this point and spend 1 to play a second Ancient Matin here. Actually, these both go down. There are a lot of dead villagers out there. It's a bummer. Okay. So let's quest hard because we do have a feint. So let's go 1. I guess I could have exhausted Lord Alcaron to save. I'll do it to save the next one. 2. Place 1 there. 3. 5. 8. Flip into Surge. When revealed, raise each player's threat by the number of damage tokens on dead villagers. We will spend 1 to play a Test of Will to cancel the when revealed, and then it surges into Craven Eagle. Discard the character with the fewest remaining hit points. That character controller may discard 3 cards at random from their hand to cancel this effect. And that thing's engaging us. But we do have a feint, so we could discard Eleanor, which is not the end of the world, honestly. We'll discard Eleanor. So we quested for 1, 2, 4, 7. We're showing 4. We got 3 here. So 2. This clears. 2 Ancient Matin triggers. Got 1. There's a Gandalf. 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Makes me feel a little bit better. Right on time. This is, yeah. Okay. So engage, or actually travel. We'll travel here. Just get that out of the staging area. We can't exhaust a spirit hero, so that's fine. And then this guy's going to engage us. And we will spend 1 resource to play a feint. And so Craven Eagle is not going to attack us this turn. End of the round, we'll raise our threat on exhaust. I need a Galadriel's. Where's my Galadriel's greeting? Stand and fight. That's not what I needed. It's less good. Pass out some money. So we need 5, which could be Lord Alcaron. Oh, actually, we have to discard from Burning Villagers. We're going to exhaust Lord Alcaron and place it on Burning Villagers. Because we unexhaust, and then we trigger the end of the round stuff. So Lord Alcaron is donezo. Trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. We have a Celebrian Stone. We have a Protector of Lorien. I don't know. Why did I put Protector? I don't even have a green hero. I made this deck late last night. I don't even have a green hero. I cannot play Protector of Lorien. That was dumb. Hilarious. I'm thinking of dropping Gandalf to kill this Craven Eagle. I'm a little afraid of questing too hard. If we quest hard enough, we can get this guy to come back in, which could be an issue. It would be nice to have a sneak attack. We can't play Celebrian Stone. That's a dead card in our hand. Gondorian Discipline is going to help us with either of these heroes taking damage. Or I guess like Lord Alcaron too. That's kind of interesting. Gandalf could also draw us cards. Wondering if Gandalf drawing cards is probably the better call. Then we can have the Craven Eagle. We can block with... Actually, we could probably block with Boromir. If we blocked with Boromir, that's going to be a 5. Gondorian Discipline saves us there. And then we can kill the Eagle. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and spend 2, 5 to play Gandalf. Or actually Threat. Threat is the big problem here. Did you lose a hero? Yeah, I did. I did. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I lost Eleanor, which honestly, like, is not the end of the world, but I think actually I could draw into a Galadriel's Greeting. But right now we got 7. I'm gonna I'm gonna lower my threat by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and quest with 3, 4, 6. Yep, 6. Flip into a into a 3. So this clears. So we get 1 there. We'll increase our threat to Ready Boromir. Hey, Board Gamer Girl. saw Lord of the Rings and had to tune in. I've been away for too long. Still only at Watcher in the Water. I love Watcher at the Water. It's so good. Got to keep this in the background while working. Yeah, go team. Watcher in the Water is sick. It's so good. It's so good. It's such an interesting game. I think I'm about to lose the easiest scenario in the game. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this guy's gonna engage. They will both get shadow cards, and then we'll deal out a second shadow card. Let's go ahead and defend against the eagle here. So it's gonna be a 2 defense against 5, 6. So that would deal 4 damage. Let's go ahead and play Gondorian Discipline. We'll take only 2 damage. We'll raise our threat to ready, Boromir. Trying to figure out if it's better to kill that thing, if it's better to try not to die. I think we have to try and kill it. We'll take this undefended, I guess. So it's going to be 3. This attack destroys a character. Discard 1. Wait, that's insane. It hurts. We'll defend with Gandalf. 3. Plus 1 attack for each token on damaged villagers. So yeah, that probably kills Gandalf. Boromir can swing back and deal 1 damage to the eagle. And then we'll ready. This isn't good. This is a poor showing on my part. We'll draw into... Oh, there's my sneak attack for Gandalf. Dang it. Pass out some money. Okay, so I think we're probably throwing some chump blockers out there. We could have the Stargazer block for us twice. What's our threat at? 39. We have to kill one of these guys. Let's spend 2 to play Stargazer. Stargazer is going to be a blocker, and we may stand and fight and have her come in and block again. So are there any useful spirit cards in your discard pile? Ancient, Matin, and a Test of Will. That's about it. I don't have a tomb. I don't have a Dwarven tomb. Ah, bummer. Yeah. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we're at 39. Let's quest for... I don't want to progress. I really don't. Let's go 3. Flip into 2. Villagers 3. When it's in the staging area, it gains forced after a treachery card is revealed. Discard 1 villagers from here. So we do go 1. During our travel phase, we'll travel here. We will spend 1 threat to raise. Shadow cards. Stargazer will block the eagle, so it's a 5. It gets +1. Deal it another shadow card. So 5 kills Stargazer. We'll have Northern Tracker block the orc. So it's going to be 3. Deal the attacking enemy additional shadow card for each player in the game. So 3 gets +1. So it's going to be 4. So Northern Tracker takes 2 damage, which is fine. Now we have 3, 5, which can kill here. I feel like we need to kill that eagle, though. We can. I think. Yeah, we can. Because the... Yeah, check this out. So we'll swing for 3, 4 to kill the eagle. We'll raise our threat to ready Boromir, and then we'll swing for 5 to kill the orc. Let's go ahead and spend 2 resources to play Stand and Fight, and we'll play the Stargazer. Then we'll exhaust the Stargazer to take a look at the top 5 cards. Oh, there's our Greeting. Another Steward of Gondor, we don't need that. There's a Snowborn, that's nice. There's my shield. And another Protector of Lorien, which does not matter in this game. Because timing is difficult for me. We'll go Galadriel's into a shield, then... No, we'll go Galadriel's into a scout, then into a shield. So we'll stand up. Increase our threat to 42. Draw into Galadriel's Greeting. Pass out money. Enjoy our lives. We'll immediately spend 3 to play Galadriel's Greeting to lower our threat by 6. Down to 36. Yep. Sweet. I think we're probably good there. So let's go ahead. We can have Stargazer block for us if we need it. We have another Stand and Fight, but I probably don't need the Stand and Fight. Let's go. We flip into another enemy. I feel like we've not seen enough locations. I feel like we're location light right now. Like if we'll probably draw into a location. We have seen a couple of them as shadow cards, so that's a little bummer. But let's go 3, 5. 6. Flip into when revealed, each player discards the top card of their deck. No, it's gonna be Snowborn. Well, I guess we have a Stand and Fight. Until the end of the phase, raise the total threat in the staging area by X, where X is the total cost of those cards. So Snowborn goes bye-bye. So 1. We quested for 1, 3, 6. So 5. This goes down to 1. And then we place these villagers on rescue villagers. And just like that, we're ahead of the curve. That actually was not horrible. I'm kind of okay with that. Just giving us one more turn before Big Dude comes out. We'll go Stargazer. Still got the shield. Protector of Lorien. Steward. Oh gosh, another Steward. There's Gandalf. Let's go. Okay, so we can... Let's draw into the shield. No, we'll draw into Gandalf. We'll push this turn. Then Gandalf, we can sneak attack Gandalf, dealing the damage to Gulat. And then we'll draw into the shield next turn. Gandalf could block for us, probably. Gulat swinging for 7. So we'll actually probably get the Snowborn, or the Stargazer out here to block for us. And then Gandalf can help kill. And then we'll just play Gandalf normally next turn. Sweet. So we'll stand up. Increase our threat to 37. Okay, that's not horrible. Draw into Gandalf. Pass out money. Yeah, our only target for Stand and Fight is Snowborn right now, which we probably don't need. If we flip a location, we probably could use Snowborn as the blocker and hang on to Stargazer, but I feel like the game's going to be decided here pretty soon. So let's go ahead and quest. We'll go 3, 5. Let's go 5. Flip into a 2. Villagers 3. Well, it's in the staging area. Once we flip a whatever you call it, treachery, then we discard from there. So that is going to trigger here. So we'll move on. 2A. The orcs pillaging and Anorian are remnants of the army defeated at Kaer Andros, stranded on the western bank of the Anduin. They are now punishing the local population. One of the roving bands is led by a cunning orc captain by the name of Gulat. You must stop Gulat and his orcs, or many innocents may die. Will die. Add Gulat to the staging area. If an attack goes undefended, discard X villager tokens from rescued villagers instead of damaging a hero. X is the amount of damage that would have been dealt. And then when the players defeat the stage, we compare. So if we have more rescued villagers than non-rescued villagers, then we win. Gulat engages us at 30. He is a 3. X is equal to the number of dead villagers, so 7, 3. And then after he attacks, place 1 token on dead villagers. While Gulat is in play, the game cannot end. Okay, we will travel here. We'll spend a threat to ready Boromir. So we have to deal 10 damage. Which actually, he'll engage. Let's go ahead and spend 2 for stand and fight for a Snowborn. Snowborn comes in, we'll place a progress here on this location. Gulat is going to attack. We will defend with the Snowborn Scout. So it's going to be 7. Deal the attacking enemy an additional shadow card for each player in the game. 0. So Snowborn Scout very quickly dies. That's fine. And then we've got 2, 5. Let's go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf. Yeah, so we'll deal 4 damage to Gulat. We'll swing for 4, 7, 9. So that deals 6 damage. That'll kill Gulat. Also, these locations that I've been discarding should have been in the victory display. I don't really know if that matters. I've done 2 burning farmhouses. I think that's it, actually. Okay, so Gandalf comes back to our hand. I guess before we end our engagement phase, I'm going to use Stargazer to take a look at the shield. Lorien, Steward, Unexpected Courage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go Unexpected Courage, then the shield. Gandalf comes back to my hand. We will unexhaust. This progresses at 15, by the way. Increase our threat to 39. Draw into the shield. Pass out money. We'll spend the 1 money to play shield on Boromir. Let's spend 3, 4, 5 to play Gandalf. We'll lower our threat by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we will quest. We're going to keep Stargazer out there as a blocker if we need her. So we got 4, 7, 9, 10. We could go Lord Acheron too. No, we'll go 10. Flip into a 1. This is a burning farmhouse. Also, we do need 1 more here because after Gulat attacks, we place 1 there. So I forgot to do that. So this comes in with 4. We're gonna discard them at the end of the round. So we quested for 10. We're showing 1, so 9. 3 go here, and 6 go onto protect the villagers. So 2, 4, 6. We get these villagers. Right now the count is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 to 8. We'll go ahead and travel to the farmhouse. Actually, we may not. We're not going to travel to the farmhouse, because we'll just try and quest through it real quick. Into the, I guess we'll Stargazer, why not, right? Unexpected Courage, Protector, Steward, Sneak Attack. We don't have a target for Sneak Attack, but it's better than all the other ones. Okay. Gandalf goes away. Unexhaust. Raise our threat to 35. Draw a card. Pass out money. Let's go ahead and spend 4 from Balin to play Northern Tracker. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and quest for 3, 4, 5. We'll place 2 progress tokens here. This actually, I need to kill another villager. 5, 6, 7. So it's 7. Seven showing 1. Flip into a 2, villagers 3. If it's in the staging area, gains after a treachery card is revealed. Discard 1 token from here. That comes in with 3. Looks solid from now on. Yeah, it's... I lost a hero like turn 3, and it's like that. I wish there was more ways to kill villagers. It feels a little easy. So we did 7, right? So 2, 4, 7. Showing 3, so 4 goes on. 2, 4. So we're at 10 out of 15. We'll go ahead and travel here. We'll exhaust Stargazer and play Strength of Will to play 2 here. And that'll be the end of the round. The Nightmare deck is supposed to make it a lot harder. Sweet. I have the Nightmare deck over in the closet. The plan is to dive into Nightmare. The original plan was to dive into Nightmare after I completed the progression series, but I may revisit at some point. Because why not, right? Pass out money. We increased our threat. Draw a card. Sneak attack. We'll spend 2 to play Balin, or play Unexpected Courage on Balin. We got 1, 2. Take this to 4, and actually we have to kill people. 4 or 2. 7, 9. Let's do math here. This is gonna soak 2. If we flip a treachery, we soak 2, leaving us at 7, 6. We do progress. So if we flip a treachery, we win. If we flip a 1, we win. If we exhaust Lord Alcaron here, if we flip a 2, we win. I'm okay with that. Let's do that. 1. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Showing 1. Flip into a 2. So that goes down to... I think I completely miscounted here, but whatever. I don't know what I was doing. So 8 minus 3 is 5. We place 3 or 5. So we place 2 here and 3 here. I don't know what I was counting, but it wasn't correct, but that's fine. So we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 there. Hey, Maurice. Thank you for the sub at tier 1. Subscribe for 6 months. What is up? How are you doing? It's been too long, my friend. This says villagers 3. Then it has the same win. Yada yada yada. Let's take Stargazer. Got Lorien, Steward, a Test of Will, and Feint. Let's take this Test of Will and then Feint. Watching you play one LCG that consistently gives you problems. What are the problems that you have with it? Unexhaust, raise our threats. It's a tough one. It's all about timing. Losing. Yep. It do that sometimes. Drew into a Test of Will. Pass out some money. We'll quest hard, and hopefully this will be good. We'll go Northern Tracker. This will clear. Actually, we have to kill someone. That'll clear. This gets 2 on it. I struggle with the threat quite a bit. Not sure if I'm playing too slow or don't take enough chances. Or, like, threat is just so critical to manage, and Spirit does that so well. So like the Galadriel's Greeting, like reduce your player or your threat by 6, Gandalf reducing your threat by 5. These are all really good ways to kind of keep your threat down. The threat is tough. Marie's popping up out of nowhere. Surprise. Blue helps with the threat. The other thing is like anytime you take a hero that is less good with a lower starting threat, that gives you another turn in the game, right? So like taking someone that's 7, they're obviously very worse than someone that's at like a 13, but it could work out really well for you. It's a weird mindset, I will say that. It's requesting for 2, 4, 7, 8, showing 2, flip into a 2. So 4, we win. Go team. Woo. What's happening, Snow? Been a busy man, starting to get back active. Nice, good. I'm glad to hear that. I saw. Oh, you did. I haven't watched it yet. You just put out a video for a solo. Plug yourself. What did? It was something that I was in. I have the game, but I don't have this. I've never played the solo version. I want to say Feast for Odin, but I feel like that's not right. Lost Ruins of Arnak. I love that game. Yes. The I have not played it solo, but it's such a solid game. I need to watch that. I'm going on a car trip tomorrow. That's on the queue. Doing one for Flamecraft and Wingspan soon. Sweet, nice. Yeah, the only games that I've really ever played solo are the LCGs and Spirit Island, and some Roll and Rights. But I need to do more. I need to do more solo gaming. I just haven't. Alrighty, so we squeaked by with a win somehow. So that's always fun. So next up, we are going to be unboxing the Assault on Osgiliath. So get to look at some new cards. Excited for that. I'm going to go to my Be Right Back screen, clean up a little bit, and we'll be here in just a few minutes to take a look at some new stuff. See you soon.